So this picture here is of a man kissing his lady on the forehead. For me, it represents love and trust.
The afternoon sun spilled through Sonali Patel's apartment windows, lighting up her cozy, slightly cluttered living space with a golden glow. On the coffee table lay an oversized corkboard, scrawled with sticky notes, photos, magazine clippings, and doodles, her relationship vision board. Each item was a wish, a dream drawn from deep within her heart. She reached for a lavender-scented candle and lit it. A soft, floral scent filled the air. Quiet classical music played in the background, Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, a piece she'd always loved for its slow revelation of beauty. Sonali sat cross-legged on the rug and reviewed the board. A torn-out photo of a couple laughing under rain, sharing an umbrella. A magazine headline, "Find Your Emotional Match." A small sticky note, "Gentleman with Integrity." Another, "Someone who values honesty." A mini Polaroid of her childhood home in suburban Houston, a reminder of her roots, her identity. A doodle of two hearts shining like constellations. Then there were sections: adventure, communication, physical touch, emotional depth, boundaries, trust. And one central glowing space with the words, "Virgin Together," in gold. 4 years, Sonali had remained intentionally chaste, valuing not just innocence, but the sanctity of vulnerability. She wanted a partner who understood and honored that choice. She inhaled deeply. Today was the day. She already knew the path. 2 new groups she discovered online: Virgins Exchange, a support community for people keeping their virginity by choice or tradition, and a local meetup called TLC, Trust, Love and Clarity, billed as a safe space for authentic connection. Scrolling through her laptop at a round cafe table, Sonali read the description. Virgins Exchange, a community for people placing meaning in their choice. No shame. No pressure. Just support. She clicked Join Group, her finger hovering over the trackpad. What if no one there understands? What if I feel more alone? She shook her head and clicked. Emails started flowing: welcome, upcoming virtual meetups, carefully guided exercises, share your intention in a sentence, tell us what respect means to you, where do you dream of connection growing? That night, she joined her first Zoom gathering. A dozen faces appeared, some anxious, some confident, some smiling. The facilitator, an empathetic woman named Elise, invited everyone to introduce themselves. Sonali waited until the end. When it was her turn, she spoke softly. "Hi, I'm Sonali. I chose to remain a virgin because my faith and family taught me it's valuable. I want to meet someone who feels the same, who sees virginity not as lack, but as potential." Gentle nods. A shy grin from a young man named Daniel. Another person, Marisol, said, "I know that feeling. Mine comes from identity, too. It's hard to find someone who understands that." Soon they were chatting, about podcasts, about favorite books, about anxiety before online dates. Daniel shared a poem. Sonali shared a verse from Rumi. After the Zoom session, Sonali felt a stirring of hope. She sketched a new sticky note on her board: "Connection beyond surface, real." A week later, Sonali walked into a light-filled community hall in Midtown Houston. Soft instrumental music played, and at the front, a teal-upholstered love seat sat atop a stage, flanked by potted plants. A sign next to it read, "Share, Listen, Grow." Each participant introduced themselves in pairs. Sonali was paired with a calm, kind-looking gentleman with glasses named Amir. He said he valued emotional depth, that patience meant more than chemistry. Sonali described her vision board, how each section was important to her, and showed him the word boundaries outlined in purple. Amir raised his eyebrows, smiling. Boundaries are the boat's rails. Without them we might fall off anywhere. Sonali laughed. It felt freeing, not to explain, defend, or hide herself. The exercise asked them to draw their relationship landscape. She sketched 2 mountains merging in the center, with stars above. Amir drew intersecting circles labeled trust, laughter, growth. Then they moved to a circle-sharing session. Each person spoke about what scares them in relationships. Amir said gently, "I fear being left when I finally trust." "Me too," said Clay, a sharply dressed man whose voice shook slightly. "I fear inconsistency. I give my heart and it gets tossed aside." Sonali raised her hand. I'm scared that my choice to wait until I'm absolutely certain will push someone away, especially someone who doesn't understand. A hush fell. Then Elise, the organizer, smiled at her. That's an honest fear. A worthy one. Later, Sonali found a note in her pocket, souvenir of the event, a purple paper heart with "Authentic You" written in gold. She pinned it on her vision board under vulnerability. In Virgin's exchange, Sonali messaged Daniel privately. Do you want to do that Rumi poem together, maybe in person? A coffee date. He replied with gentle enthusiasm. I'd love that. Saturday afternoon, reading and chai. She felt a blush of excitement. After the text exchanges about logistic details, they met at a local bookstore cafe, chai brewing in their paper cups. Daniel wore a soft sweater. His gaze was warm, respectful. They chose a corner table. He brought 2 notebook copies of the poem, The Guest House. They alternated reading lines aloud, their voices weaving melodiously against the cafe's low murmur. They talked for hours, meaningful and measured. Hopes, fears, their definitions of intimacy. Sonali talked about her close-knit Gujarati family, Daniel about longing for romance without compromising values. He thanked her for inviting him into her world. She thanked him for listening. Later, she added another sticky note, someone who meets me as I am. Over the next month, Sonali grew busy. She volunteered with a literacy program, attended virtual sessions with Virgin's Exchange, and met new people at TLC events. She met Marisol in person, cozy coffee shop and shared journaling. She met Amir again, this time in a park, strolling at dusk. Every encounter taught her something, the art of clear expression, how to receive kindness, how to sense when mutual respect felt genuine. All the while, her vision board evolved. Pictures of open skies and clasped hands, sticky notes like consistency, kind silence, support without pressure, shared moments. The word intimacy, what it truly meant beyond physicality. She felt empowered, no longer just waiting for the one, but actively building readiness to recognize what felt real. One evening, Sonali sat on the balcony overlooking Houston lights. She looked at the board, connection, trust, intimacy, boundaries, patience. What's next? She wondered. She had meaningful friendships. Daniel was kind. Amir was thoughtful. Each offered something precious. But wasn't it too early for romance? How did she know who would truly share in her sacred promise? She sipped herbal tea and closed her eyes. She thought of Rumi. Let yourself be silently drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love. Her heart whispered, look inward. Let things unfold naturally. She sketched a small compass doodle under the sticky note labeled Direction.